Okay, let me just get this started really a second. Okay, so here's about me. My name is Ashley Vaughn. My maiden name that it shows on the screen is Forbes, which is my maiden name. Here's a little picture of me when I actually get dolled up. I normally don't have the time to do so, but I'm 24 years old. I was born and pretty much raised in Texas. I lived in Iowa for a few years, but then we moved back to Texas. My favorite color is green, and as you can tell, like that's why I did my PowerPoint in green. I'm trying to love to learn to read. It really makes me really sleepy, so it takes me forever to finish any reading assignments. So my reading assignment for um, just this week took me like 3 days. But I'm a marriage and family studies major. I'm now a junior. I first went to Idaho right after I graduated high school in 2010, and I completed a year there. I got married, then moved to Utah, went to UVU, and did another 2 semesters there. Then I had a baby. We moved to Texas. Took a little break from school because I was too overwhelmed becoming a new mom. Then I found out about the Pathway program and found out how cheap it was for tuition and how I could do it completely online. So I was super excited about that. So I decided to complete that program, and now I'm 2 years into my online degree. It's been a long journey in school, and I'm really anxious to finish, but I think I still have 2 more years to go, taking a few classes just at a time each semester. But it's one that I really like. I really do like school, and I like to learn. So a little bit more about me. Up until last Sunday, I was primary president. I loved that calling. But I was released last Sunday, which broke my heart due to boundary changes, which was a huge shock to everyone in the ward. My heart was very sad to say goodbye to those kids. I was first chorister for a year and a half teaching them music, and then I was primary president, so I was with those kids for 2 years, and I just loved them to death. But now we'll be in a new ward, and I'm excited to see where the Lord, or what the Lord has in store for me. I really do love serving in my callings. I think that it helps me feel important and gives me things to do. So far I've been a young women's advisor, camp director, activity day leader, and primary chorister, which by the way is the funnest calling ever because you get to sing all day to the kids. And so it's really fun. And then I was primary president, which I was primary president for about 5 months before I was just released. So I just love serving in my callings. I just joined a book club to help me to learn to like reading. I hope that will give me something extra to do other than school, some me time, I guess. I love reading and learning about marriage and family life. Anything that has to do with marriage or family or children, I just love and dive into it. So I read blogs all the time about children and how to better marriage and all that stuff. I just love it. So hence the reason my major's in marriage and family studies. I just love learning about it. For my major, I mostly just want to study that for my own personal growth and development, for my own marriage, and to be able to understand what's important in marriage. And same with my raising children. I loved my parenting class that I had to take, and I just love learning for myself so that I can grow and hopefully help my family survive in this crazy world. I used to want to be a marriage therapist, but I'm kind of gearing maybe I should be a teacher. Something that I've learned through my callings is that I'm a good teacher, which is one of the things that I told myself when I was in high school that I never would be because I'm too shy. And so it's kind of surprising how the Lord shows you your talents. And I also love running. So here's a picture of me, and I was taking a health class, and my goal was to run 3 miles without stopping. And this is the day that I accomplished that. So that was really cool for me. And I'm not a long distance runner, so that was a huge accomplishment. This is some pictures of me getting married and my husband. His name is William. We're going on 5 years, and I just can't believe that it's been 5 years already. It seems like we got married maybe 2 years ago or something like that, but definitely doesn't feel like 5. These are some pictures from my bridal on the left, And this is a fun idea that we did with a picture frame. We were married in the San Antonio Temple in April, so my colors are all spring. And then the last picture on the right is us, I think last year. So we're married three years here. We were at a burger joint on a date, on a lunch date. We met through my Young Women's president, actually. She was my Young Women's president, and this was her brother. And she talked a lot about him and how awesome he was. So I was kind of intrigued, and I was 18 years old, or 17 at the time. And then I kind of I looked him up on Facebook, and I thought he looked like a pretty cool guy. He came down and to visit his family, and I was like, oh, I get to meet him, like this cool guy that is always talked about. And he started, and Kimura, who was the Young Ones president, his sister, hooked him up with somebody else, and I was like, oh, they're gonna get married, and they're gonna, there goes my chance, to meet this guy or at least go on a date with him. I thought he was really cool. Makes me kind of sound like a stalker, but anyway, I'm not, I promise. They lasted about 5 months, and then he started talking to me and asked me out over Facebook, which I can't believe that I said yes to. I should have made a man up. But we dated. Our first date was December 11th. We dated for a year. He proposed on Christmas Eve because he wanted to ask my father in person if he could have my hand in marriage. And then we were married in April. So yeah. Then 7 months later, we found out that we were pregnant, and we were expecting our first baby. My husband, well, at the time we were dating, he told me that he was going to have a son named Hemi, and I absolutely was like, good luck getting that past your wife. And I was totally against the name Hemi until I was 5 months pregnant, and then I was like, you know what? Like, his name is Hemi. Like, that's what his name will be. So his name is Hemi Boyson, which Boyson is a family name on my husband's side, last name, a few generations back. So his name is Hemi Boyson Vaughn. He was born 6 months early, but he is all boy. Like, he is crazy. He loves superheroes. He loves guns. He loves hunting. He loves bike riding. He is always on the go. It's really hard to keep up with this. I call him my firecracker. He's very silly and just always just crazy, on the go, energetic. He'll be 4 in July. I love him to pieces, even though he drives me crazy and gives me gray hair. But he loves trucks, cars, tools. He just wants to be just like his dad. He makes life so much fun. The first picture is the first time I got to hold him because he was 6 months early. They kind of had to rush him to the NICU after he was born. So he's on oxygen and all that fun stuff. He got out of the NICU in 2 weeks, so that was surprising. He's just a strong boy. Here, my next picture, I'm holding him at 3 months. We're doing a little fun photo shoot. This, on the bottom left, that's me and him getting ready for church and being silly. And then for Halloween, we were the Avengers, and so that was super fun. Captain America is his favorite superhero. Then this picture we actually just took yesterday. We just took yesterday. It was 70 degrees, and the sun was finally shining after like 2 weeks of it being cloudy, so we decided to go get ice cream sundaes, and so he enjoyed that, and he was actually really good at school, so it was like a little treat. And over here was Thanksgiving at his daycare. He goes to daycare for a few hours so that I can do school homework. And then, so that was us going to his Thanksgiving party, which was really fun. And he has some crazy curly hair, if you guys didn't see. Everybody loves his curls. So, he's just adorable. I love him. Then we are pregnant again with our second kiddo. I'm 5 months along. We just found out last week, or actually we found out on Tuesday, that it's a boy, and we're going to name him Pierce. Pierce is my family name, my grandmother's maiden name. And so this is we did a photo shoot for our announcement. So Hemi opened the box and found the balloons that they were blue. So funny story to tell about my son. My whole pregnancy, he thinks that it's been a boy and that he wants to name him Olaf, or not Olaf, Kristoff from Frozen. And I keep telling him no, but he's still set on naming him Kristoff. I was trying to explain to him the process of what was going to happen with the balloons, that if they were that if they're pink, then he's going to have a sister, and he just cried. He said, "Mom, I don't want a sister. I want a brother." And so I told him that, okay, well, if the balloons are blue, then you'll have a brother. And we didn't know before the photo shoot what we were having. So we had it written down on paper and was given to our photographer. So it was a surprise to us at our photo shoot too. And so he peeked in the box and he said, "They're blue, Mom, they're blue." And he was so excited because he was a big brother. Here at the bottom is our predictions, that we all thought that it was blue, so we were all dressed in blue for our predictions. And that's just a silly picture because we're silly. And then me and my husband again, we're very excited to have our family grow. My husband, he is a project estimator in construction, so he kind of bids on jobs and is very good at what he does. He loves to build things and loves to just get his hands dirty, and he's really good at what he does. 3 years ago, we purchased 4 homes in Texas, and we bought as an investment, dirt cheap, and we've been fixing them up ever since, and we rented them out. So we have 3 of the 4 rented out and finished, and then we live in one of them. This is the house that we fixed up. It was the first one that we did. And just to kind of show you like how bad they were when we got them, they were pretty disgusting, honestly. But then we turned them into these cute little homes, and I don't even want to leave because it's so cute and I just love it. I love the location. And even though it's only a 2-bedroom, I'm trying to squeeze in baby number 2 in Hemi's room. And so, because I just love it, I don't want to leave. So what I hope to gain from this class is, I hope to gain understanding of how we develop as human beings. I hope that this class helps me in my parenting and even my marriage. And I love studying children, and I love to see, just even in my own son, like the differences between 2 and 3, and even 1 and 2. Like there were such drastic changes, and he learned so much in just that few time. Like I'm excited to see and study through adolescence and teenage years, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need all the help that I can get when he's that age, and my other kids. So I'm very excited for this class, and I'm very excited to learn with you guys, and I hope that we all have a wonderful semester. That's all I got for today. We'll see you guys later.